My client project, we worked with Sioux Center Health. Basically the project was trying to figure out a system or like a software in which Sioux Center Health could manage how they direct their rooming in the new clinic building that they're just finishing up on right now, so that they could determine what rooms people were in and whether they needed to be cleaned or if they were empty so people could use the rooms. So that was kind of the whole purpose of the project.
I personally have become more confident in kind of every environment and situation throughout school, with work. So it's definitely given me that confidence to go and do more things.
I learned a lot of skills, I think. Time management was a huge one. Just utilizing time and being able to manage the workload with that, and then all of the other projects that we also had on top of all of that. Also, I'd say communication is a big one too. Communication all across the board was probably a huge skill that I learned.
I'd say as a parent for my student for CAPS that it was definitely something that was super beneficial for her. Just through high school that she had a lot of questions about what the future looked like, and just had a lot of unanswered questions. And this was just a great way for her to submerge into the area workforce and just see other opportunities that she had available to her. And just on so many fronts preparing her for the workforce wherever that takes her, whether it's college or just entering the workforce. It just helps her build relationships, networking with the community, building respect with adults, and just learning how to be in the workforce. Just learning time management, actually having a project to keep her accountable for timelines, just lots of great things.
For CAPS, we did 3 career explorations, and it was a great opportunity to know actually what I wanted to do and what I plan to do. And a huge thing was doing those interviews with the people we worked with, the hospital, and it was very at first it was very scary because I didn't know what we were really getting into until later. It really helps you get ready for your future, and when you're planning out for an actual job or an actual career, and it gets you started. I mean, if I took CAPS, I probably would be way less thoughtful about my future and way more behind than I am now.
You kind of have to push yourself and go talk to scary adults. So, and you have to make kind of the first connection to where that's definitely one thing that you're not used to. So you might have to send the first email, the first text. You might have to call someone first, and that definitely helps a lot, because I think a lot of kids growing up now are used to adults coming to us and not having to make that huge jump of initiative. So I think it definitely helps with that.
I think overall it's a very beneficial program. I graduate in 6 days, and I've said this the entire year, I don't think that I would really feel like I would be prepared to leave school if it wasn't for this class. One of the things that I did was I went and interviewed a lady at Center Sports about the screen printing that they did for t-shirts, and I just found out last night that I got the job. So that's exciting for me because CAPS has kind of led me to write what I'm going to do right after high school. So
I would say for any other parents that I think CAPS is a no-brainer. I was super excited about when I heard about it, and I thought it was an absolute perfect fit for my kids, and hoping that my other kids can absolutely join it, because I think it's super important for what this new high school embodies. I think it's plugging our kids back into our areas, and it kind of embodies the idea of where we're trying to get our local workforces to be in tune with where can we do better to help our students come prepared out of high school already, equipped with the skill sets to be ready for the workforce. And I think that there isn't anything, even no matter what path your child is taking, whether it's college or they're entering the workforce, there's skill sets to be gained for life skills and to be gained out of CAPS to enter the workforce.